I started having difficulty or realising that I had problems with alcohol after the birth of my son. I'd issues with mental health during the pregnancy and after, and my drinking just got more and more out of control. I had children's services involved, I was self-harming. It got to the point where if I didn't go into treatment, I would have lost my son and probably my life the way it was going.
Women are very brave who walk through the door at Hebron House. It's a big step to go into recovery, to give away all the coping mechanisms that they've used to hide the pain and mask the pain for many, many years. We have women from all over the country, all walks of life, coming off the streets, coming out of prison, coming from homes with husbands and children to go back to and jobs to go back to. Most of the women that have come here have had chaotic and traumatic lives. Many of them have suffered physical and sexual abuse and have used substances to push down those feelings. And so sometimes the first time they've spoken about it is at Hebron.
I didn't really say much for the first 3 months. It was just kind of like a shell of me. Everything had been taken.
I was completely closed down and in denial about the extent of my illness.
People come in absolutely broken and miracles happen here.
It takes a while to get used to people loving you for who you are and expecting nothing from you. They just want to see you get well.
Everything we do here is designed to help them in all manner of ways, from health to the addiction. They have at least 2 sessions of one-to-one counselling a week, which is vital for their recovery. We have a relationships group, a relapse prevention group. We have people coming in and sharing their stories that are in the community now. Every day residents will prepare lunch. We all sit down to eat at 1 o'clock for lunch together. It's really lovely. And very often when they leave here, they have life skills that they didn't have before they came in. I think it's really important to have staff here who have been through the programme but also are just in recovery as well.
Working here, I hope the women say, well, actually, if Claire can do it, it can be done. You know, there is light at the end of a tunnel. I just love it, you know, and I just want to give them what I've got.
Unfortunately, in the last few years, the government funding has been cut across the country in each area for rehab funding. They will pay about £775 per week. It actually costs us £1,000 a week to keep somebody here. So every year we have about £150,000 shortfall, which we have to make up through very generous trusts and grants and people giving money and donating money.
Certainly I've had situations where a woman has died as a result of suicide. And there's been a clear indication that that may have arisen from abuse as a child, and that abuse as a child has led to that person developing a low self-worth, a low self-image, and then there's therefore been a movement towards drug abuse. They can't change what's happened in the past, but they can change the future, and they can be helped to change the future in their own interest, in the interest of all of us. It is work that is so important.
We see an amazing transformation in women. Very quickly they can look very well, which is a lovely thing to see. They have boundaries in place they didn't have in place before. They're getting self-esteem and self-confidence, and it's lovely to see somebody walk out of the door here well and going back into society in good recovery.
I feel very hopeful. Just started a new part-time job and studying with the Open University, living a sober life with my son and my partner this time a couple of years ago. I didn't think that was possible because I was in such a dark place and I couldn't see a way out of it. And my dad even said to me the other day that he thought that was it for me. So I feel very lucky to be where I am now.